Welcome to this Hatha Yoga flow to lift your mood while grounding down into your body and into the present moment. Bring your hands to your heart, giving a little pressure into the palms of the hands, and close your eyes. Begin to cultivate a deep, smooth breath in and out the nose. Inhale, stretch the arms out and up. Exhale, slowly gliding the arms back down to your sides. Breathe and extend out through the fingertips. Lift your gaze, bring your hands to touch. And breathing softly and slowly out the nose, pulling the belly button in and out. Breathe into your belly, your side waist, the back of the heart. And breathe softly out, pressing all the air out of the belly. Then inhale, stretching your right arm up and over your ear. Exhale to center. Inhale your left arm, mirroring you up over your ear, and then return to center. Breathing in, stretching the entire right side waist. Exhale, and then feeling a long line of energy from the hip all the way up to the fingertips. Exhale to center and release your palms to your belly. Inhale, really feel the belly balloon outwards, and breathe out, pulling that belly in towards your back body, feeling your belly firm. Inhale, filling, extending your belly with your breath, and exhale, pulling your belly button in towards your spine. Breathing in, full belly, and breathing out, belly in. Bring your hands up to your rib cage, your fingers entwined here. On your inhalation, the hands naturally come apart as you breathe into your rib cage, and out, slowly softening. Breathe into the belly, your side waist, feel your ribcage expand, and breathe slowly and smoothly out the nose, pulling the belly in. Breathe in, stretching your arms out, and come slowly forward into hands and knees. Spreading your fingers wide, shoulders above the wrists. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, press the mat away, tuck chin to chest, round the spine. Inhale, tilt your pelvis forward, glide your shoulders down, and exhale, chin to chest, round the middle of the spine here. Inhale, first tilt the pelvis, then like a wave, roll your gaze forward. Exhale, chin to chest, pull the belly in, lengthen the tailbone down between the knees. Inhale, moving with the rhythm of your breath here. And breathe out, pulling the belly up and in. Inhale, looking forward, rolling your heart open, and exhale, tucking the tailbone down between the knees, round. Inhale to a neutral tabletop position, belly tight, curl the toes under, and then on your next inhalation, lift the knees just a little bit up off the mat. Exhale, lower the knees with control softly to the floor. On your in-breath, you're lifting the knees up just a little bit, and on your out-breath, slowly lowering the knees down to the mat. A couple more times. Inhale, lift the knees up. Exhale, as softly as you can, slowly as you can, lower down. Breathe in, lifting the knees up, engaging the abs and the core here, and exhale, release. Breathing in, lifting the knees, feeling the fire in the belly, and exhale, seat to heels. Sitting onto your heels, fingertips forward, and then stretch your arms out long in front of you, forehead down on top of a blocker all the way to the mat for Balasana. Take a deep breath in, filling the back of your body with your breath. Feeling the belly the side waist and the heart as you breathe in, softening into the pose on your exhale. Breathing into the low back, middle back, the back of the heart, and breathing slowly out. One more deep breath here. And then when you're ready, press into the palms of the hands to return back up to tabletop. Curl your toes under, spread your fingers wide, and then press actively out of the arms, pressing your hips up and back, extending the legs and gliding the heels in the direction of the floor. Bend one knee and the other, finding some release in the hips and the legs, feeling what feels good in your body here. Perhaps stretching one shoulder and the next, and then gliding into stillness. On your next inhalation, take little steps all the way up towards your hands. Bending your knees, grab opposite elbows and let yourself hang forward in Uttanasana. Slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time up into Tadasana. Bring your hands to your heart. Lengthen your tailbone down, pull your low abs in. Lift up to the side body, shoulders over hips. Lift your heart and then soften your rib cage in, bringing your hands out to the sides and up as you breathe in. And as you exhale, slowly leaning over towards the right. Stretch your arms completely. Magnetize your inner thighs toward one another, pulling your right hip back a touch so that they're in a straight line with one another. On your next inhalation, slowly start to rise back up. And on your next exhalation, leaning over to the left. Rotating your heart up towards the sky, stretching your arms completely straight. Ground down into the edge of the right foot. Long line from the right hip all the way up through the fingertips. And then rise back up, and I'll turn to face you. We'll repeat that again, leaning to the right, your left, stretching the arms straight and long, grounding down into the corner of your right foot. And on your next inhalation, gliding up, switching sides. Gliding over to your right side, pulling your left arm up and over your ear. Pressing into the edge of your left foot, extending the side body along. Inhale, rise back up, and exhale your hands to your heart. Inhale, stretch the palms out and up. Bring your gaze up towards your hands. Exhale, fold forward your heart first, your head last. Soften the knees. Grab onto opposite elbows and let the low back release here. Bend your knees and straighten, perhaps swaying side to side here with the elbows. Slowly release your hands, glide them up to your thighs, extend the spine long. Exhale to fold. Fingertips on the floor, bend your knees, shoulders away from the ears, and then slowly begin to straighten the legs. Bringing your weight more forward into the balls of the feet, allowing your spine to lengthen, lifting up from the back hamstrings up, and feeling the energy rising up the back of your legs and flowing down over your spine towards the floor. Then grab onto opposite elbows again and roll back up to standing, one vertebrae at a time. Hands to heart. Then come up onto the tippy toes of your left foot. I'm mirroring you. Bring your foot to either the calf or higher up to the inner thigh, avoiding the knee area, protecting your knee joint. Press the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot. This counteraction, lengthening the tailbone down, pull the low abs in, lengthen the side body up. Find one point to focus on here in Vrksasana. Hold that point steady with your gaze and remember to breathe. And slowly release the foot and we'll switch sides. Come up onto the toes of your right foot. Lift your knee, stay here, or bring your foot to the inside of the calf or up onto the inner thigh. Pressing foot into leg, leg into foot. Lengthen the side body. Lift your shoulders up and glide your shoulder blades down your back, softening your rib cage inward. Slowly release. And we'll repeat that once again on the other side. Come up on your left toes, lifting your foot up from the mat. Stay here or bring your foot to the calf or to your inner thigh. Make sure that your hips remain even and parallel. And then perhaps you stretch your arms out and up. Straightening your arms, lengthening your side body, pulling the low abs in. And then slowly releasing your hands to your heart. Release your knee, glide your foot down to the mat, and we'll switch sides. Either lifting the knee, this is already great balancing, or bring your foot to the calf or to the inner thigh. Hands to heart. Find your balance. Make sure your hips are parallel to one another, and it's an option to spread your arms out and up. Bring your hands to your heart, bringing your knee up and returning your foot down to the mat. Smile. Feel proud that you tried that no matter where you were in the pose. And inhale your arms out and up. Exhale, floating forward over your legs. Release your head. Come a little bit back, bring your feet out to the width of your mat and sit down deep, bringing your forearms on top of your thighs. Make sure your lower back is long here, gliding your shoulder blades away from your ears. Close your eyes here, pressing the palms of your hands together, bringing your attention inwards. Attach your mind to your breath. And slowly straighten the legs, bring your fingertips to the mat, micro bend your knees, release the low back. Folding forward calms our nervous system, releases thoughts out of the brain, soothes, and then we're returning once again into high malasana. And then bring your fingertips forwards, folding forward, feet together. Slowly gliding back up. Bringing your forearms once again on top of your thighs, roll your shoulders back, long lower back. Lengthen the spine out to the crown of the head. Close your eyes. Bring your attention to your breath. Allow the breath to pull you into the present moment. Feel the breath all the way down into your belly and feel it travel like a wave up your spine before softening the body on the exhale. And re-straighten the legs, fold forward, releasing out of the low back, and bring your feet to the midline. Step your left foot way back. Make sure that your right knee is over the right ankle. Pull the right hip back, straighten your back leg more than it's ever been. Then look down at your right foot. Really make sure that the knee is not going past the ankle here in low lunge. And slowly start to straighten the right leg, staying up on the left toes, folding forward any amount, pulling your right hip back, your left hip forward to square the hips. Perhaps you want to come a bit more forward with the left foot, and folding forward, keeping a micro bend in that right knee, and making sure you're pressing your right foot equally down into the mat. The outer edge just as much as the inner edge of the foot. Inhale, rebend into the right knee, knee over ankle. Rolling your shoulders back and feeling the strength in the legs, magnetizing your inner thighs toward one another. And then sweep the arms out and up. You can always keep your fingertips down on the earth if you'd prefer. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, get down with the hips. Inhale, find a little lift and strength, engaging the muscles of the legs. And exhale, soften and sit even deeper, bending your knee so it's right over the ankle, straightening that back leg. Release your hands down. Step forward. Pivoting your left heel down to the mat, lift the arms out and up. Then glide your hands behind you. Either clasp opposite elbows, or bring your hands in an upside down namaste, or your fingertips pointing upwards, your hands press. Lift the heart and then fold forward any amount, pulling the right hip back, keeping a micro bend in your right knee to protect the right knee joint. pressing once again into the inside edge of the right foot as much as the outside edge of the right foot. And close your eyes. Feel to the inner space inside. Feel down into your feet, what's animating your legs. Feel the rise and fall of your belly as you fill it with breath. And then slowly come up to standing, lift the heart, and slowly release the hands. Pivot the right hip back. Make sure that the knee is micro bent. Press into all four corners of the right foot and stretch the left arm straight up. Bring your hand to your thigh, your shin, your ankle, a block. Extend the side waist long as you pull the hips back, lengthening the side body and the spine. Finding even more length here in Trikonasana in the side body, opening the heart, making sure your left arm is stacked directly over the right so you can see your fingertips, looking up. Inhale, glide back up to standing, lift the arms straight up, and then exhale, slowly gliding your hands back out to shoulder distance. We'll return to Trikonasana. Finding a long line in the spine, really pivoting those hips back. Then it's an option to release your hand, bringing just the back of your hand to the inside of the thigh or the shin. This activates the muscles of your core and your side body even more by lifting your hand up away from the support. On your next inhalation, rise back up to standing. And on your next exhalation, slowly ground your hands down to the earth. Step forward, close the feet, your big toes kiss. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold. Then step back with the right leg. Come forward on the right toes, pull the left hip back. Make sure that your knee is directly over the ankle. Really engage the muscles of the legs. Find strength and solidity, power in the legs. And then soften your jaw, your forehead, your neck, your gaze. And then slowly start to straighten the left leg. Come up on the right toes, pulling the left hip back, fold. Keeping a micro bend into that left knee. Feeling your entire body soften. Closing your eyes. Inhale, rebend the front knee, knee over ankle. Stay here, sweep the palms out and up. Lift up and then bend deeply into the front knee in Alana. Your back leg straight, 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 lifting the back of your right kneecap up towards the sky. Arms are shoulder width, or you can bring your hands together to touch. Soften the rib cage inwards. Bringing your pelvis into a line, your right hip and left hip into a straight line with one another here. On your next exhalation, reground the hands. Step the right foot forward, ground the outer edge of the right foot down to the mat, straighten your left leg. Sweep the arms out and up. Then bring your hands back behind you, clasping elbows, bringing your hands into upside down namaste, or your fingertips pointing upward. fold forward any amount, pressing the elbows in opposite directions of the room. Keeping a micro bend in the left knee, bring your awareness down into your feet, ankles, shins, knees, thighs, and hips. Bringing your attention into your belly, all the way up your chest to the crown of your head and flowing like a river down your spine. Rise back up, inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, release the arms. Roll your shoulders out a little if they're tense here. And then pulling your hip back, bring your hand either to the thigh or to the shin, avoiding the knee joint. Coming into Trikonasana. Inhale, lift back up to standing, stretch the arms straight up, bring your fingertips to touch. And then exhale, open the arms out at shoulder level, pulling the hips back, stretch forward through the fingertips, lifting and extending the arm, lengthening the side body, keeping a micro bend in the knee. You can bring your hand to the outside of the thigh or shin to really fire up and engage the muscles of your core here. On your next inhalation, rise back up to standing. And on your next exhalation, windmill your hands back down to the earth. Step your feet together, big toes kiss. Grab opposite elbows and let yourself slowly roll up to standing. Come to the middle of your mat. Come up on the right toes. Stay here or lift your knee. Stay here or bring your heel back. Stay here or grab for the inner edge of the foot, bringing your heel to your bum. Stay here, or you can begin to kick with the foot into the hand, stretching your left arm up, coming into dancer. Kick back actively that foot into the hand, perhaps reaching the left arm forward, bringing your index finger and thumb together. Inhale, lift back up, and release the hands to the heart. We'll do the other side. Come up on the left toes. Bring your left knee up. Perhaps bring your left heel back towards your bum and pull your heel to your bum, or stretch your right arm up, index finger and thumb touch. Kick back with the foot. Kick, 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 kick. Kick back with that foot. And that will be the counterbalance you need to come forward. Opening across the chest here in dancer. This is a lovely back bend and heart opener that should lift your spirits, elevate your mood, just leave you feeling awesome. And lift the right arm back up, releasing the hands to your heart. We'll do that one more time. So bend the knee up, bring the heel back, stay here. You can practice bringing the toes down to the floor and back up again, or grab onto the outside or inside edge of the foot. If you're going to come up, then bring your hand to the inside of the foot and kick back with the foot into the hand. And just see where your thoughts are in this pose. Have they settled into stillness? Are you judging? Are you gritting your teeth? Are you powering through? Are you smiling? Just watch. How do you react? Inhale, come back up. hands to heart. And last time, come up onto the toes of the left foot, lift the knee, or bring your heel back. Stay here, grab the outside or inside edge of the foot. If you're having trouble with balance, wherever you are is beautiful. Kick back with the foot into the hand, bringing index finger and thumb to touch. Bring your attention to your breath on every inhale, expanding the lungs in 360 degrees. On every exhalation, really engaging those muscles of the belly to press all the air out. Inhale, rise back up and softly release the pose. Hands to heart. Take a deep breath in, rise up on the toes. Exhale, heels to the floor. Slowly, slowly. Inhale, gliding the arms out and up, lift up on the toes. And exhale, softly lowering the heels back down to the mat with control. Inhale, control, lifting up. Exhale, lowering with as much control, as slow as you can, the heels back down to the floor. And stretch the arms up, rise up even higher, hands to heart. Slowly start to bend the knees. Perhaps you can come down all the way down to sit onto your heels. Pressing your knees together, lengthening your tailbone down. Finding your balance here. And then slowly bringing your fingertips to the earth and gliding down to seated. Inhale, lift the arms out in front of you. Draw the shoulder blades onto the back and then bring your hands to the back of your legs, to your hamstrings. Shins are parallel to the ceiling. Stay here, stretch your arms out in front of you. Really lengthen out of the low back, trying to keep a straight line in the low back up in Navasana. And slowly bring your toes and your feet to touch for Baddha Konasana. Lengthen the spine and fold forward any amount, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears, pressing your knees down towards the earth. Inhale, rise back up. Bring your knees together and we'll return into Navasana. Either bring your hands to the backs of the legs, stay here, or stretch your arms forward. Last time in Navasana, we want a strong belly and core. Have to work for it, but not without breathing deeply in and out the nose here. The one who wins in yoga is the one who breathes the best and whose thoughts come to stillness. The poses are just the vehicle to get you there. Also so that you feel open and just so good in your body. Slowly folding forward in Baddha Konasana, really pressing those knees down and towards the opposite directions of the room. Inhale, rise back up, and exhale, glide the legs around so that you can come slowly down onto your belly. No rush. Then bring your forehead down to the tops of your hands. Take a deep breath into the low back, middle back, back of the heart, and sigh it out the mouth. One more time. Breathe in deeply, and then extend the arms and the legs out, lifting up, Shalabhasana. On your inhalation, gliding the arms forward. On your exhalation, swimming them back. Now straighten those back legs more. Make sure your hips are in line with your ankles, that your ankles aren't any wider than your hips here. Really stretch through the fingertips. We're strengthening that low back here. And then slowly release and relax the forehead to the hands. Look up, stretch your arms out, lift the arms and the legs, and exhale, pull the elbows back. Inhale, stretch the arms forward, and exhale, pull those shoulder blades onto your back. Let's work the shoulders here. Inhale, stretch through the fingers and toes, and exhale, pull the elbows back, shoulder blades on the spine. Inhale, stretch out, exhale, pull the elbows back. Inhale, lengthen, stretch forward, and exhale, pull the elbows back, come up higher. And then release. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and sigh out the mouth. On your next inhalation, bend your knees. Stretch your arms back. Stay here. This is already a lot for the low back. This is beautiful. If you want to go farther and you don't have any back problems, then grab onto the outside of the ankles. Stay here, or kick the feet into the hands, open across the chest, lift your heart up towards the sky, your gaze upwards, in down your asana. And then slowly relax and release out of the pose, bending your knees, windshield wipering your heels from side to side. I really love Dhanurasana because it lifts your mood, it elevates your outlook, gives you a flood of bliss to your whole body if you let it. And stretch your arms back. Whatever variation you take is beautiful. Don't push your body too far. Inhale, lift up. And on your exhalation, soften just a little bit. Inhale, come up even higher. And exhale, soften. Inhale, lift up even higher. And exhale, soften. Last time, breathe in. And then relax out of the pose. Your hands next to your chest, press the mat away, gliding your seat to your heels. Your knees can be open to the width of your mat or knees together. Bringing the forehead to the mat, perhaps bringing your arms back behind you, releasing out of the low back here. On your next inhalation, rise up to sitting on your heels, and then glide your legs out long in front of you, as you slowly roll all the way down onto your back. Press into the foot, glide your hips to the left, and then bring your left knee over the right leg, your arms stretched out from the shoulders, twisting open here. On your next inhalation, glide your knee in towards your chest and slowly pressing the low back even more down into the mat, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears, softening your jaw. This is so good for your digestion. If you ever feel too full after a meal or just feel bloated and uncomfortable, lay on your back and pull your knee into your chest. And then do a nice twist like before. And slowly press both feet into the mat, shift your hips to the right, straighten your left leg and glide your right knee over the left, stretching the arms out. Slowly pulling the right knee into the chest now. Relax your shoulders away from your ears, pressing your low back down actively into the floor. And then slowly straightening the leg out. Palms turned up towards the sky, will relax into Shavasana. Well deserved. Take a deep breath in through the nose. As slow as you can out the mouth. Two more times, breathe in through the nose. As slow as you can out the mouth. Breathe in through the nose, strengthening your lungs here, and exhale as slow as you can out the mouth. And then allowing your feet, ankles, shins, thighs, hips, belly, chest, shoulders, and arms to relax and soften. Relaxing the back side of your body, the entire spine, allowing your body to grow heavy and relaxed. On your next inhalation, slowly roll over onto your side, bending your knees in. And when you're ready, press into the palm of the hand to glide up to sitting in easy seat. Bring your hands to your heart, close your eyes. Feel inward. Feel any shifts since the beginning of your yoga practice. And send any love or blessings out into the world. Set an intention for the rest of your day. Namaste. Wishing you so much love, radiant health, and joy.